Hello, everybody, my audience. I'm Jake Allen Graham. Okie dokie. I'm reviewing Titanic from 1997. James Cameron's flick. When James Cameron started to suck and cared more about making money than you know, I just feel like this is a turning point, James. I don't know why. I feel like ever since he made Titanic, I feel like he can't make anything good since and after Titanic. It's not like he makes movies often, so this was actually his last movie before Avatar from 2009 that I reviewed in my last video. Check that out. I give this movie a 3 out of 10 because it sucked. I enjoyed this like I enjoyed the Human Centipede first sequence. From released back in the USA in 2010, okay? But it was also released in 2008 or 2009 before it was original release. I found that out, looked it up. Okay? I was looking at the release date for the Human Centipede movie. I'm going to review that in another video. And you see, I think this premise, the whole movie, is stupid like the Human Centipede. It feels as tempting for me to give a hoot's ass about the characters. Which is zero. I don't give zero hoot's ass about these characters in the Titanic. Just like I didn't care about the victims of the Human Centipede because, well, let's be honest, both of those girls were pretty stupid to walk into the house and accept drinks from a stranger. And just see this is, I was walking, just so like yeah, you know, those who didn't see the Human Centipede. The plot is these two girls fall victim to this guy that's kind of a disturbed psychotic man who will preyed on them. And like, I think one of the things kind of funny about that movie is that just when one of them like kind of almost could have made it, they decide to go back to retrieve their BFS instead of, you know, getting the backup from a police officer or getting a gun and coming back with an actual weapon. I know, this is like, oh, this is, I didn't know this movie was supposed to be a comedy, like the Titanic movie's a comedy. This, it feels like an unintentional comedy, the Human Centipede movie felt like the first one, first sequence. It felt like an unintentional comedy like Titanic, which James Cameron did, directed by him. Because I thought it was funny how Rose didn't think that she could have just put Jack on the in the boat was like scoot over for Jack. It's funny how stupid the movie makes Rose in the finale of the Titanic. But then again, she also thinks she's a she thinks she's like a she thinks she's like a white. She thinks she has the life of a slave. And keep in mind, this, I'm pretty sure this was back when slavery was this was back in Titanic times, and I don't know what the hell. Why is Rose such an annoying, obnoxious character in Titanic? Oh my God, she's dumb as a rock. And I thought it was kind of amusing how she's already, so like, you know, like how she decides to tell Jack, this is where we first met when they're about to drown to their doom on the Titanic. It's hilarious, I thought. When Rose says, Jack, this is where we first met. And I thought it was funny when Jack was coughing on his last breath, and his last words to Rose were, like he's like green, like I thought it was like funny of all the monologuing that Jack was doing to Rose as he was drowning in the water, in the ice cold water after the Titanic, and victims of the Titanic already sinks, and most of them, a good chunk of them die. And Jack's one of those characters. I thought it was funny how Jack was all the words Jack was saying. If I was Jack, I would say, "Move over, bitch! And scoot over! Let me on the boat too, you bitch! If I was Jack, I would say, "Move over, bitch! I'm freezing!" Those would be my last words. Or it would be more like, "My nipples are cold. Help! Kill me, oh God!" If I was Jack. That's what I would be expecting when you're freezing to death in cold ice and cold water. That's guaranteed to kill you after an iceberg hits the boat on the Titanic. An iceberg where I imagine you could barely talk. Or barely, but this Jack, he says a bunch of sweet things, and he sounds like he's talking out of his ass, but but that's probably because he's I don't understand why the dialogue make Jack talk so much for so long and still so nice to Rose as he's freezing to death. Does Jack and Rose are as stupid as each other? Do they not know that one can just simply move over and make room for the second one? It's a fucking boat! Abandoned boat. There's like they find one with like a little small boats and Rose on, and then so surprisingly enough, we thought that would be smart for Jack to also survive and tell Rose to move over. It's just that this movie was damn hilarious. Science fiction comedy classic. You can look at it as like the Human Centipede is. Can be considered a comedy, unintentional comedy classic like The Human Centipede from 2010, first sequence called. Title as Human Centipede first sequence from 2010. That's as good as this movie. And as funny. Ding dong. I think this movie is an unintentional comedy classic, like The Human Centipede 1 from 2010. And that's why I don't recommend this movie, The Titanic. And why I give Titanic a 3 out of 10. I give Titanic with the movie that James Cameron directed a 3 out of 10. From 1997. That's my thoughts on Titanic. It's stupid fun. You can consider it, or consider this stupid. I don't know, depending on how crazy, depending on what your standards, I don't know. What are your film standards? Would you consider this fun or stupid fun? I mean, would you consider this stupid fun or is this stupid? But either way, it might be stupid. Like the Human Centipede movie, the first one. From 2010. It's as stupid as that movie. Titanic. Well, that's for another video. I am Jake Youngling Graham. That's my view on Titanic. I give this movie a 3 out of 10 from 1997 with Leonardo DiCaprio in the role of the movie and directed by James Cameron. And this is my review on it. And I hope you enjoy this review of Titanic. Hit the subscribe button and hit the thumb below to hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up below. Hit the thumbs up below to like my content and of this video, and hit the subscribe button to grow my subscribers, and hit the comment section below to let me know which is review of my video, Titanic. Excuse me. And that's my review on Titanic. I'm Jake Youngling Graham. Good night, goodbye, my audience. Thank you for watching this video through.